All right, so here's a question for you. Do you eat with your coworkers? A woman says she was never asked to participate in office lunches, and a judge just awarded her with what amounts to essentially $32,000 because of it. Happened at a Ford dealership in the UK. The receptionist claimed that she was facing gender discrimination, but the dealership says she left at 1 p.m. because she was part-time, hence the not being involved with lunches. Talk about it now, bringing in our panel. Joining me now is Dr. Yalda Safai. She is a psychiatrist and medical journalist, as well as podcast host Jacquie Jordan. Hello to you both.
Hi.
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 This is terrible. No one likes to see anybody left out.
Yeah, obviously you should probably be as inclusive as possible at work and have lunch with your coworkers. I think everyone would agree with that. But what do you make of the company saying, look, she left at 1, so we didn't invite her?
Well, it also seems like, simple communication might have solved this, and psychiatrists might defer to that. But I can tell you as a publicist, our company once represented a dealer in the United States side who had to make a community amends for a profiling issue. And sometimes the dealerships have like an older business model that we're like evolving past overall as a culture, not only as a culture, but as a consumer. So I think we're just going to see these type of things change and phase out in just our entire way we're moving forward.
Dr. Safai, I'll get your thoughts in a second, but I was looking sort of at workplace trends, especially post-COVID, and trying to get people back to work. Here's some of the latest figures. 1 in 3 workers would rather have lunches comped than to have extra PTO. 61% say they would change jobs due to free lunches. 14%, though, say they never take a lunch break. Is this sort of a sign of the times of companies needing to introduce benefits into the workplace to try to get everyone back in the office and get along with each other?
Yeah, this is a separate issue, and related to this one case about the employee suing the employer. Bullying comes in all shapes and forms, and it's not always so open and overtly hostile. Exclusion is a form of bullying, and it results in damage in workplace productivity and performance. So, and when someone's experiencing bullying in the workplace, it doesn't end in the workplace. They carry the physical and psychological burden with them in all other aspects of their life. In fact, one study in Finland found that people who experience work-related bullying, which exclusion is one of them, had an increased rate of antidepressant, tranquilizer, and sleep prescriptions prescribed to them. So this is a very serious issue, and it's really up to the employers to take action in this case. I know most places have zero tolerance policies in regard to this, but it's really implementing that policy that's key here.
No good.
All right. Speaking of workplace, speaking of workplace culture, real quick, let's put the picture up on the screen. I don't know if you two saw this one, but that, of course, is the world's most famous office, the Oval Office, and follow the shade there. Drop the banner. Thank you. Whoop. There's Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in the House of Representatives, wearing shoes inside the Oval Office. Some people have pointed that out and been like, Congressman, what were you doing with sneakers in the Oval? Any thoughts here?
I know for us as a publishing company, we published a book called Dress Code Ending Fashion Anarchy, and it never stood by. But Steve Jobs made it very popular to go to work in a T-shirt and sneakers, and that has become very commonplace. And I also think that in the culture that we are creating, if people aren't comfortable in certain type of shoes, I think it's going to be very difficult to mandate a future dress code going forward.
Doctor, to you real quick?
Yeah, professional attire symbolizes respect for the occasion, correct? But as a society, we're starting to value our personal comfort more than what looks professional and what the strict guidelines for work-related dress codes are. As long as the sneakers you're wearing are clean and look nice, I don't see any problem with dressing more casual.
I'm fortunate enough to have been in the Oval Office more times than I can remember. I'll tell you what sticks out in my mind in this one as someone who's been in there and covered presidents. The carpet is so clean. And I'm always like, how do they keep the carpet clean with all these people and the foot traffic? And you see it there. It's light colored carpet. And every single time I walked in, I was like, well, in this case, I guess it's blue. But I was like, how do they keep the carpet so clean? Anyways.
I'm used to red carpets, so I've seen all sorts of shoes go down red carpets.
Y'all, the Jacquie, I got to leave it there. Thank you to both of you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate it.